Hey everybody, it's Dee, the Frustrated Gardener, and it is Saturday the 22nd, I don't know, it's Saturday, June 20-something. I haven't even looked at my phone today. I've been out since about 7 o'clock this morning working, and it's about 1 now. So I'm going in to call it a day outside, but I did want to show you what I got accomplished in the little orchard. So I've got my asparagus plants mulched and watered, my grapevines mulched and watered. I have 4 peach trees, two little ones, and then 2 a little bit bigger. Sorry about the wind, but as y'all know, I've said before, the deer got in here and ate everything off. I'm not seeing any new leaves yet on the peach trees over here. The apple tree, however, it budded back out from the eat down, and these little ones actually have started putting on some new leaves. The pear tree has bounced back really well, and this apple tree, actually, weird as it is, has a bloom on it. And I took its tag off, so I don't know when it's supposed to be blooming. This pear tree, and they ate that down, so they broke that off. But it's getting new leaves back out on it, so I'm happy about that. And the little nectarine tree, I think it's getting some new leaves. So hopefully everything will survive the attack of the deer. The gate was left cracked open, but this upper section of this fence was missing, so I had to kind of rig something up here, and it's working fine. It's keeping the deer out, and all of this fence is temporary until we get the house built, which, as you know, the house is going to go over there. We'll go on that side in a minute. And I do have some Jerusalem artichokes. They're doing better on this end than on the other end, but we'll go on the other side and look. It's windy. I'm sorry. I know the wind is probably making a horrible noise. I did put it on. I found where there's like a wind minimizer, so I did put that on. Always something to do here. Let me lock that gate up, keep the deer out. I'm watering our mountain laurel back here because the worms have got him, and I don't know if that little one there is going to survive the attack. So anyway, I've got water going to it. My fig tree, we've had to water it quite a bit, but I do have figs on it. This fig tree is a start of a fig tree that's over 100 years old, so I'm glad to have it. I don't like figs, but I like the story behind it. So here was where my old vegetable garden used to be, and it is no more. We have cleaned up. We have chopped and still have my raised bed areas that I need to work down, but we're hoping that oak tree, that rose bush, and that plum tree will be in the backyard of the house. I think the house is 16 feet wide by 60 feet long is if I'm remembering correctly. So we're hoping that this fence, this little temporary fence, will be where the porch ends, and then 16 feet, I think we figured, and it's going to go to about right here. So hopefully those trees can stay. And then we're going to try to make it come to here. Even with what used to be my garden gate, this will have to come down. That's the only thing. This has to come down, and I just am putting it off because I love it. I think it's beautiful. And then my pomegranate tree or bush will have to be pulled out. The deer apparently love pomegranate. So it has done nothing except let the deer eat it, and so we'll pull it out, and then the house will come to about over here. I think we figured it out. It's about here. So from here to the other edge of where the entrance was to my garden. So cleaned up here, take you around. Everything's been mowed. And I do not know what this tree is. It was a volunteer through the fence from our neighbor's house, and I potted it and rooted it, and it's done pretty well. So everything is mulched and watered. I had 4 live oak trees. 2 of them I don't think are going to survive. I pulled them up and put them in plants, but these are looking pretty good. So they are mulched and watered. And I had one planted here, but I'll put something else there because this is going to be the backyard of the house. So I want it to look as nice as possible. Junk is cleaned up. And here's the other tree mulched. And it looks good. I have pink gauzy tape around this. I'll think of the name in a minute. But anyway, the deer have been rubbing their antlers off. You can see the bark there. So the deer have just almost debarked this tree. And it's a wild hemlock. That's what it is. It's a junk tree, but you know what? I feel if God gives me a tree, I'm going to take care of it because trees are few and far between. So now it's got a pretty pink trunk. Cleaned up on this whole area back here, and I've got a little garden start. I have some herbs in it, and I was trying to see if I could use this deer stuff, but I'm going to pull this out. But I want to try to plant maybe some tomatoes in here and see how they do, but I'm going to have to do a partial sunscreen because it's just way too sunny up here. And then we weed around the greenhouse since I don't have everything moved back. But there's the greenhouse. From the back of the house and back around to where my old garden was, where the guest house is going to go, or the mother-in-law suite. So that's where I am today. I am going to do a few little more chores, and then I am going in. All right, you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. If you're in Texas, stay cool because it's hot. All right, blessings. Bye.